Hi, I'm candidate Maddy A from 2015. I decided to run for Apple Blossom Royalty for a few reasons. Like everyone else, the Apple Blossom Festival was something I grew up with. Every year when I was little, I looked forward to going to the parades or being a part of them, getting to go to the food fair, performing at Youth Day, getting to perform in or attend the Apple Blossom musical, or even having the opportunity to volunteer for the Arts and Crafts Fair. So when it came time to decide if I wanted to run for royalty, there really was no question in my mind. Running for me was another way to be a part of the festival and community I grew up loving. Plus, as you can see, I grew up in an orchard, so the apple industry means a lot to me. As a top 10 candidate, I learned a lot about myself. For one, I learned that I look good in jewel tones, which is why my pageant dress was a dark emerald. 2, I learned to not sweat the small stuff. 3, I learned that it's okay to not have the answer right away, but just to be yourself. And most importantly, I learned how to properly cut a cherry tomato. Something about the process that I had no idea about was all the support you get from the Apple Blossom staff and volunteers. Once you are selected for top 10, there's a whole month that is focused on preparing you and training you to do the best you can on selection day. And I was just amazed by all the dedication, time, and encouragement that came from the Apple Blossom family. You could tell that all they wanted was all the girls to do their best, and they provided the tools that allowed us to do that. I would say that the most stressful part of the process for me was just wanting to do a good job. I knew I had tons of family and friends that were supporting me and have been supporting me since I was little, and I just wanted to make sure that I did my very best. I think I overcame that because I felt like I did my very best. The part of the process I was probably the most nervous for was the interview portion of the selection day. However, the Apple Blossom staff and volunteers spent a lot of time during the month preparing you and guiding you through the interview process that I felt I was as prepared as I could have been for that day, which really helped me overcome some of those nerves. And I felt like I ended up doing the best I could. Running for Apple Blossom really didn't impact my school life. I had so much support from the school, the teachers, and my friends that they made sure I got my work done and had the support I need to participate in Apple Blossom. I truly enjoyed the whole experience, but I think the most fun was getting to connect with and meet the other 9 girls. We were all just excited to be there. We went through so much that month, and by the end of it, we really did become a family. If someone asked me if I would do it all over again, my answer would be yes. It still is one of my favorite memories from senior year, and the Apple Blossom staff and volunteers are still some of my favorite people. I would encourage senior girls to run for Apple Blossom Royalty. During that crazy month, you learn so much about yourself. You get to meet amazing people that will be your lifelong support system. You get to learn tons about this place you grew up in, and it's not a bad way to earn a scholarship. I'm Maddy A, and I approve this message.